welcome back to the Math Society. So this week we'll be doing another Excel topic, which is sets. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so let's start with the first question. First question says that you need to write down all the subsets of P that have two elements. So anything that would be in P but has two elements. So we're given A, B, C, D. So either we can make the combinations of AB, AC, AD, and we're just going to go through it. So because it says that, it just have to have two elements. So as long as we have two elements in each set, it will be fine. So subsets, it's going to be, first of all, we can have AB first. And then it will be AC, it would be AD, and then it would be BC, it would be BD, and then it would be CD, and that's it, because they just want to know like the subsets, like the sets that will be inside the P as well. So we can move on to question 2. So question 2, it says that universal thing is that you need even numbers between 1 and 29, and A will be prime number, B will be factors of 24. What I would recommend you to do is that when they give you this kind of set, what you need to do is you need to write down the numbers that will be included in there, just to make it a little easier. So first of all, we can say the even numbers between 1 and 29, right? So we're just gonna write down all the even numbers. So we're gonna start at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Yep, and then it says A, that has to be prime factors, prime numbers. So we know that this universal thing between 29, so we can just take the prime numbers until 29. Prime numbers start from 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, and then 29. It's 8 factors of 24. We just need the factors, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and it'll be 12, 24. That would be it. It says list the elements of the set. So B prime, so anything that is not in B. So that would be in the universal set, but not in B. So we know that it would be 10, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 26, and then it'll be 28. So that's B prime. And number B, it says that A intersects B. So that would be A and B, the same numbers that would be both in the set of A and B. So that would be 2. You can see 2 there, and then one more case, you can say 3. So you see that it's only like the two numbers that's intersecting. So you can say that's just n equal to 2. And number 3, it says that a youth club has introduced 3 new activities: badminton, cookery, and drama. So each of the 75 members of the youth club is asked to say which of the following activities they have participated. The answer shows that of the 75 members, all have at least participated at least one, and they give you the numbers, and they give the left X be the number of members in the youth. So the important thing is the youth who have participated in all 3 activities. So what we need to know is that in all 3 activities, it has to be the youth club members that participate in everything. So we've got to do it in the Venn diagram. So first of all, what we know is that anyone that has participated in all 3 is going to be X. So now we can find that cookery, I believe C stands for cookery. So we can find that. Okay, let's try to make up all of it first. So it says that 27 have participated in badminton and drama. So badminton and drama, 27 has participated, which means it's going to be here, but then it's going to be minus 8 because we don't know what the X is yet. And what they say is that 31 have participated in badminton and cookery. So badminton and cookery, it's going to be 31. So that's 31 minus X as well. So now we've got those two. And it says 23 have participated in cookery and drama. Cookery and drama, that would be 23. So that's 23 minus X. And it says that 48 have participated in badminton. So only in badminton it's 48. But we know that it's 31 minus X, 23, all of it plus. So that's just going to be X minus 10. It's going to be the same for the other ones as well. 49 have participated in cookery. So it's just going to end up as in X minus 5. And then the last one, which is just going to be 40 have participated in drama. If you just do the calculation with x minus 10, and we know that there's going to be no one that is not doing any yet, so you can just leave it as 0. And then you can see that find the value of x. We just need to find the value of x first. So we know that x plus, well, let me just have a look. It says that 75 members, yeah? So we can say that x plus 56 is just going to be the total. So that's going to be, oops. Which means x is just going to be 19. And then you just say so find the value of x, find number of b intersect c prime. B intersect c prime. B, that's going to intersect with c, but then not the one that is not in the prime. So we can calculate it with the x. So x minus 5, x minus 10. So you're going to end up with 19. So it's going to end up with 17. And this one's the same as well. This one you always have to solve the one that's in the brackets first. So it says B union C. B union C basically means this whole, like, I'm just not gonna draw above it, but it basically means this whole thing, that B union C, yeah. And then it says that B union C intersect with D. You have to intersect with D first. So B union C, that's gonna intersect with D. It's just going to be here, but then they say that it's like the prime of it. We haven't got the prime of the intersect, that's not. So it's just going to be in around D. So it means it's just going to be, let me just have a look. B union C intersect D. B union C intersect with D, which is going to be these 3. So, and then it's like the prime of it. So like not just these 3, but all the other ones. So what you're gonna end up with, you can calculate all of it as in like 19 minus 5, 31 minus 9. Oh, sorry, 19 minus 10, and 18 minus 10. It's gonna make you end up with, I'm just gonna write there, it's gonna make you end up with 44 at the end. And it says that one of the members of the last question, one of the members of the youth club is picked at random. Given that this member has participated in cooking, find the probability that this member has not participated in any other activity. So he's going to be in cooking, but not in any other. So it means it's going to be just this one, which is 19 minus 5. So you're going to end up with 14 divided by the total of the every cookery. So that's 31 minus 19, 19, 23 minus 19. 19 minus x, so it's gonna end up, you're gonna end up with 49. So this is the simplest form. So there's the probability that this member has not participated in any other activity other than cookery. Yep. Okay, so we'll move on to number 4. Number 4 says that 90 students was from a sixth form college where each of the following question: do you study biochem or physics? Out of 97 studies all 3, 15 study biology and chemistry. We just have to write it down in the Venn diagram as well, because it says show all this information in the Venn diagram for the number of students. So 7 studies everything. It says 15 studies biology and chemistry, and then 20 study chemistry and physics. Chemistry and physics is 20. And then it says, so it's going to be like 20, so you have 7, so 20 minus 7 would be 13. And it was 15 study 15 study biology and chemistry. Biology 15 minus 7, so that would be end up with 8. 37 study chemistry, 37 study chemistry. So we have 37 minus 8 minus, so it'll be like 37 minus 7 minus 8 minus 30, which will end up with 9. So that's the one that's studied chemistry specifically. And it says 14 study biology only. Only biology is 14. But here it says that the number of these students who study biology and physics, but not chemistry. So not chemistry is 3 times. So it says 3 times. So we can put it as 3x and x. Then the number of students who study none of these 3 subjects. So like none of these would be x. And it's the one that studied 3 times biology and physics. So it's bio and physics is 3x. So that's going to give you that. And we're going to end up with 15 studies. Here it says that 15 study physics only, and then it says that 14 study biology only. So this is how you get the Venn diagram sorted. First, it says that you need to find the value of x. So value of x, we know that the total will be 90 students, so that's 4x, right? 4x plus, if you want to write it out, you can write 14 plus 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 13 plus 7 plus How am I doing right? 14, 8, 9, 7, 13 plus 15. So it's going to end up in 90, which means x is just going to be 6. So that's the value of 6 now. That's the value of x now. And it says number of b prime intersects c. B prime intersect with c. So b, that is not b, but intersect with c, which is going to be 9 and 13. So that's going to end up to 22. And then it says number of b union c union p. So like b union c, union p. So everything, but not x equal to 6. So which going to end up with, that's going to be 90 minus 6, right? So it's going to end up being 84 because it's everything but this. And then it says number of b intersect c intersect p prime. So you're going to b intersect c first. B and c intersect with p prime, so the one that's not p. So which means it's just going to be this, which is just 8. And it says that one of the students is to be chosen at random. Given that the student studies chemistry, find the probability that the student also study physics. So it's going to be either also physics, but also chemistry. So they didn't say about biology, so it means they can also study biology, right? So it means we have that it's going to be 7, 13. So that's going to be 20 divided by the total number of physics that study physics. So that's going to end up in 37. So you just get the probability of 20 by 37. Yep, and then we go on to number 5. Number 5 says that the E set is the universal set. A and B are 3 sets. Number of A equal to 45. Number of A intercept B equal to 24. They've kind of given you all these information, but you really have to look at what's the information of for all of this. It says that show that in the information in the Venn diagram, giving the number of elements in each appropriate subset in terms of x or y. So we know that it either has to be x or y. So we can see that x is the one that's intersect everything. So the one that common everyone has is x. It says that A prime intersect B prime intersect C prime. So basically not A, not B, not C. So basically nothing that is A, B, or C is y. So it means the outside one will be y. And then now we can try to figure out the ones that will be in the Venn diagram. So the easiest thing what you can do is you can try to do the intersection and the intersected one first. After that, only you can subtract it from like the ones those are like the one that's only going to be like either only A, only B or stuff. So that would be easier. So A intercept B was this, so that's 24, but you still have to minus x, which is the common one. A intercept C is equal to 25 minus x, and then you will have B intercept C equal to 27 minus x. So here you can get all of the intersected ones back, and then you can calculate the ones which is n gonna be A equal 45, so you just minus 45 and everything, so which one you're gonna get x minus 4, and then you have B equal to 48, which will get x minus 3, and then you have C equal to 55, which is gonna be x plus 3. And it says that given an expression for y in terms of x, give your answer in the simplest form. What we can do is, it says that it's already equal to 100, right? Which means we're going to have to write everything down. It's going to be, let's start from the front, x minus 4 plus 24 minus x plus x minus 3 plus 25 minus x plus x plus 27 minus x plus x plus 3. And that's plus y equals to 100, and then y is just going to be equals to 28 minus x. So that's y in terms of x. And it says using a Venn diagram, enter your answer to part B. Find the greatest possible value of x. So what we can know is that we can see that x has to be either greater than, because we can see that even if we minus basically if we minus it, it cannot be 0, right? Because it always has to be greater than negative. So like there cannot be 0, and that x cannot be negative. So you can say that greatest possible value of x, you can say that it's going to be 24 minus x. So that basically means that it has to be greater than 0. So you can just say that x cannot be negative. And it says an element is selected at random from the 100 elements in the universal set. Find the probability that the element in the set B intersect C prime, union B prime intersects C prime. So B intersects C prime. B gonna intersect with C prime, which is not that, so that's going to be here. And then it's just going to be, sorry, B intersects C prime. B that's gonna intersect with not C prime. Yep, so it's gonna be here. And then we have another one, which is B prime intersects C. So like not B but C. So it means we're gonna have to write it down first, which is going to be if we calculate it, it's going to be 48 minus 27 by 100, because we know that total is 100, plus the one which is union, so you can add it. So B prime intersects C, which will be plus, so that's going to be 55 minus 27 by 100, which means it will give you an answer of 49 by 100. And that's a probability. And then you can go to number 6. Number 6 also says that E is the universal set. The universal set is even numbers between 5 and 31. A is the factors of 24. B is 8, 16. C is multiples of 6. Venn diagram is given. Yeah, it says that list the elements of the set. But what we have to do is that we need to write down the total number of sets first, right? You got numbers 25 and 21. We can just write 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah. Factors of 24. I think it was the same. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, sorry, not 3. Oh, we do start after 5 because the universal set is after 5. It's gonna be 6, 12. It's gonna be 24. 8. Sorry, 6, 8, 12, 24. And then you have 8, 16 multiples of 6, which is 6. That's what you get. And then you can just write a universal set A, B, C. All of them doesn't have the same thing. A and B probably have the 8 as in the factor, same intersecting. And then you can write A and C has, oh wait, I forgot 12 here. So it's gonna be 6, 12, 24. And then now we can do only C. Only C is just 18 and 30. And we can also do the same thing for B. B is just 8 and 16, so that's just gonna be 16. And then A, we've used every of it, so it means the other ones are just going to be in the outside. So that's just 10, I believe. 10, 14, 20, 22, 26, 28. 10, 14, 20, 22, 26, 28. Yep. And then it says that list the elements of the set, so you just need to list the number. A intersects C, which is the 3 things, so that's going to be 3, 6, 12, 24. And then it says A union B union C, so A union B union C, everything but the prime, which means it's going to be this number, 10, 14. That's right, 10, 14, 20, 22, 26, 28. There's a number of A union B prime, so A union B, but the prime. So it's just going to be the other numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's like 8 numbers, so we just get 8 because they just want the number, not like to write down everything. And say number of A intersect B union C. A intersects with B, but the union with C, which is gonna add up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's just 6 numbers. Is it a number is selected at random from the universal set? Find the probability that the number is in set B. Set B, we have 2 numbers, which is 16 and B, right? So out of the total, how much is the total, how many total number, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. You have 2 chances, so that's just going to be 2 by 13. Okay, so number 7, it says that the principal of a college wishes to introduce 3 new evening classes. They're given the class 160 people where the total number, and then they say that the information about the classes of the survey is shown. Expression in terms of x, where x is a positive integer and each subset represents the number of people in the subset. And what they want is that show that information is a subset represents the people in the subset. It just says that show that 2x squared plus 9x minus 68 equal to 0, which means you have to add up all together. So I'm just gonna try like a shorter form of it, because basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna add all of these together, which you will have to equal to 160. So that's just going to be 8x plus 5x by 2 plus 7 plus x squared plus 9 plus 3x by 2 plus 8 plus 4x minus 1 plus 2x squared plus 4 plus x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals to 160, which means you're going to add up with 4x squared plus 18x plus 24 equals to 160, which means you can divide it by 2 as well, which means you're going to get 2x squared and then minus is plus 9x. 160 minus 24 divided by 2, so it's going to be minus 68. That's equal to 0. You can say that 20x plus 9x minus 68 equal to 0. So it's shown. Hence find the value of x. So it's we can use the cross variable method, which is going to be 2x 68. So that's going to be plus 17, and the x minus 4 equals to 0. We know that we can't take the 0, so it's just going to be x minus 4 equals 0. So x is going to be equals to 4. And it says that given that the one of the person survey is selected at random, given that people like to attend photography, so it's just like photography, yeah. And it says that calculate the exact value of the probability that the person will also like to attend cake decorating but not needlework. So basically, cake decorating but not needlework. So it has to be only this way. So which means we're gonna have to calculate it, which is 3x by 2x plus x, right? So that's just going to be, so only need which is, sorry, it says will I also that cake decorating but not needlework, so this is going to be 3x plus 2, and the total probability would be out of this whole thing, because we're doing the probability out of this whole thing for p, which is the photography. So that's going to be 3 by 2x plus 8, yeah. X by 2 plus 8, which is divided by the total would be the of everything for photography, so plus x plus be 4x minus 1 plus I think it was 2x squared plus 4, yep, and then x squared plus 2x minus 3, and we know that it was like x is equal to 4, right? So we just need to substitute. This is going to be 3 4 by 2 plus 8 divided by 3 by 16 plus 7.5 by 4 minus 8. So that's just going to be 7 by 43, and that should be your probability. Okay, so number 8. Number 8 is says that some college students were asked each of the subject, some information given. Use all the given information and complete a Venn diagram on the opposite page, given the number of elements in each appropriate subset in terms of x when necessary. This is asked us to write. So what we're going to do, we're going to find the intersected one and the one that are in the union. So here it says that the intersected one of everything is x. So what we can do, it's here given already, x. And it says we can choose the one that's like intersecting. So M and P is 21, M and C is 24. M and P is 21, M and C is 24. And C and P has to be 25. And we saw that it was here it's M union P, union C prime, so that's nothing that is either MU or MP or C, which means it's going to be 25 outside. And then we can see that it was given 43 for NM. So M was 43, so that's just going to end up with x minus 2 and then you have P, which is 50. So 50 minus all these, which is going to end up with 4 plus x. And then 8. So it's just going to be this one would be 8, because it's given that it is union P prime, so not P, right, intersect with C, so only C. And then it says that given that NC equal to 40, you just need to find the total. So that's just going to be, just have to write it 24 minus x. So it's just like NC equal to 40, only C, plus x was 25 minus x, plus, I believe it was 8. Yep, 8 equal to 40. I end up with x equal to 17. And we just need to calculate the total. So that's 17 minus 2 plus 21 minus 7. So I'll jump all out, but that's fine. So it's going to end up with 105. Yep. It says that one of the colleges students will be chosen at random studies chemistry. By the probability they also study physics, chemistry and physics. It's going to be here, which is 25. Is XX, so that's going to be 25 by 40, which is x 5 by 8. So that's your probability. And then here it says that number 9, list the members of A intercept B. You just need to list them. A intercept B, A and B. You can see 3, you can see 6, 9. So it's going to be 3, 6, 9. Okay. And A union B, which is everything. So you've got to write everything for A union B. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12. Say A prime, so that is not in A. Just going to be not in the universal, but not in A. So that's 1, 4, 7, 8, 11, 12. They say C is 5, 6, 7. Write down all the subsets of C. As we said that subsets, it can also be not equal to 0. It's gonna do 5 because they say write all the possible. So it can be not as well, because it can be something that's not in there as well, because it didn't specify what kind of number or what combination they need. So you have to give all the combinations you can find, which is single combinations as well, which is 5. So it's gonna be 5, 6, 7, and then a double one, which is gonna be 5, 6, 5, 7. That's gonna be 6, 7. And then the triple one, which is going to be 5, 6, 7. And that's it. That's your subsets. And then for number 10, it says that a lot of drama take part in acting, dancing, singing, stage management. We got 4 things. Out of these 66, 11 take part in acting, dancing, and singing, which is 11, which is everything. And then it says 17 take part in acting and dancing. Acting and dancing is 17. Sorry, acting and dancing, I believe. Acting and singing is 17. So acting and singing is 17, but you have to minus 11, which means you get 6. 14 take part in dancing and singing. Dancing and singing 14 minus 11, 3. And it says 16 take part in acting and dancing. Acting and dancing 16, so that's going to end up with 5. You minus 11. 33 take part in singing. So 33 isn't singing. You can just minus 33 minus 6, 11 and 3. You will get 13. And then it says 37 take part in acting. 37 minus 11, 26. So that's going to be 15. 6 minus 6, 15, yep. 29 take part in dancing. 29 in dancing. So 29 minus 11, which is going to be 18 minus 3, so that's 10. Yep. But it says that of 66, we have to check if it all adds up to 66 or not. Which is 13, 16, 27, 37. So yep, you will have 3 left outside. And then it says find number 1, number of management. So management, which is something that is not here. So management is like basically the whole big part. So you can just say that there's gonna be 3 people. And it says the number of A intersect D prime. A intersecting with something that's not D. That's gonna be union with S, which means it's gonna be all these three. This is union to all these three. So which is like this whole part of it, which is 15, 6, 11, 3, and 13, which will end up in 48. It says number of A intersect D intersect S prime. So like A intersect D. A gonna intersect with D, so it's gonna be here. Intersect with S prime, something that's not S prime, so basically all the whole thing, but that's a prime as well, which means it's gonna be 66 minus 5. We're gonna end up with 61. That should be an answer. It says that one of the students in the drama group is selected at random. Given that this student takes part in dancing, find the probability that the student also takes part in management. We know that it doesn't, not all, like no one takes in like acting and singing together with stage management, so we can say that it's just 0. For singing, we can basically say like also takes part in singing and dancing. Yeah, so singing and dancing is just going to be 11 plus 3 divided by total, which is 10, 11. So here 11 plus 3, which is like 14, divided by this whole thing 15, so that's 26, so 29. So that's only 14 by 29. I say that it's 14 by 29. Yep. And then we have number 11. Number 11 says that Z is a universal set. ABC3 set lists the number of A intersect B, A and B, which is P, Q, T. So that's just, there's only Q. I say A union B, so it's everything, which is P, Q, R, S, T. And it says A prime intercept B, so A prime intercept B, so something that's not A prime, so it's going to be P and T, because Q is the only thing that intersect. Given that A intersect C is equal to R, write down the all possible set for C. So basically it's just meaning A and C has to intersect, but basically in here it can be any. So it can either be R only, it can either be PR, or it can either be RT, or it can either be PRT, as long as Q is not there, because A is the one that has a Q already, that's why, or an S. One of the possible sets C is selected at random, given that probability that the set is such that B intersects C equals 0. B and C has to be 0, which means there's only one thing which can be R, right? So basically it has to just be R. So out of all 4, there's only 1 by 4 chance that it has to be R. So we can say the probability is just going to be 1 by 4. Okay, so now we have question number 12. 12 says that the Venn diagram shows information about the number of students taking history, music, and geography. You have HMG. Find the number of students who study geography. So geography only, which means you're gonna like add up all these, which is gonna be 32, 3, 6, 9, which is 41. And then you find the number of students who study exactly 2 of the subjects, history, music, and geography. Just exactly 2, which is going to be this, which is going to be 11 and 6. I can't see, so 11, 3, 23 plus 6, which is going to be just 29. It says, on the Venn diagram above, check the region that represents the set H intersect G prime. H intersect with G prime, which is not, H, if you H intersect with G, it will be like this. G prime, basically meaning that G prime is this, not this. So basically it's just going to be just this part that is H intersect G prime. So you just need to shade this part. Yep. And okay, it is I think this is the part B question of it. So it says, given the set multiples of 3, you can just write down 3, 6, 9. Say, complete the Venn diagram as well. So you can say that A and B, A intersect B is 3, 6, 9. A union B prime is 1, 7, which is going to be 1, 7 outside. And A is 2. It is just going to be, B is just going to be 5. And so the other ones that are left will be 2, 4, 8, 10, and this will be A. Is A 5 intersect of B, which is just basically just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The number of B is just 4. Yep. And then you go to number 13. 13 says that Venn diagram shows a set DEF. Numbers element, find intercept D union E. D union E, which is basically everything. So you've got to add up everything. So that's gonna end up in 7 plus 3, which is 10, 10, 20, 23. And then find intersect N of D intersect E prime. D intersect with E prime, which is just going to be this, which is just 10. So like this and this, because they say E prime, so like you intersect with E, but they're not E, so it's just D part, so there's 7 and 3. And they find N intercept of F, so F prime, so nothing that is out of F prime, you just need to take the ones that is F prime, which is like 7, 6, and 1 stuff, F prime, and plus 8. So it's gonna be 9, 15, that's 22. And it says find the number of D union F first, that intersect with E prime. So that's not E prime, which is like this part. So it'll be 7, 6, and then 1, 7, 14, and then 8. So it's just going to be 19. And it says 14. Okay, I think this should be the last question. Yep. It says that 14 universal set is odd numbers between 0 and 30. A is multiples of 3. B is prime numbers. C factors of 30. What we can do is we can write down the numbers first. Odd numbers between 0 and 30. So that's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21. Yeah, and then multiples of 3, 6, 9, 3, 4, 12, 3, 5, 15, 24, 9, 27, 30. B has to be prime numbers, which is starts from 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, factors of 30. It'll be like 3, 10. Sorry, can say 5, 6, 30 first. 5. Oh wait, I forgot 1 as well. 1, 3, 5, 6, and 30. And you just need to write it A, B, and C. Anything that goes through in A, B, and C would be 3. Then B and C, we have 5. And A and C, we have A and C. I just don't have a factor of 30. Oh wait, I forgot 2 and 15 here as well. Give me 1 second. 2 has to be 15 as well. So, yep, that's why we didn't have any. So it'll be 15 but intersects. How about A and B? A and B should be not 9. Oh, why do I have B as a prime number here? Okay, this should be correct now. Yep, and then A, we think that would be, in B would be 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. There'll be 9, 12, 27. And then in C, it will be 1. Then outside will be 25, because there's 1 thing left. Yep, it say find the number of A union C intersect with B. Sorry, A union C is everything that intersect with C, which is just going to be 2. and then just say the number. So you just only need to write the number but not the like exact elements of it. I say B intersect C prime. B intersect with C prime, which is just going to be B union A prime. So this is going to be 10. You can just count them. Yep, and then it says a number is chosen at random from the universal set. Write down the probability that the number is in the set C intersect A prime. C intersect A prime, which is just going to be 2 of it. So that's going to be 2 by, what's the total number? Just count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's going to be 2 by 15. It says given that the number chosen from E is a multiple of 3, find the probability that the number is also a factor of 4, factor of 30. This multiple is we find that it is also a factor of 30, which is basically just A and C, yeah? It's going to be A and C. It means that there's only like 2 chances out of the 5 number. So you just give 2 by 5 and that should be the probability. Yep. And I think that's it for today's video. I'll probably see you in the next video as well.